Wake her hidden desire. Here's the secret no one tells men because it sounds too simple to be profitable. A woman's desire is less a debate to win and more a nervous system you learn to play in tune with. The biological reality is blunt. Her limbic system reads your timing, your stillness, your frame, the way you claim space, long before it believes a single word you say. Evolution trained. Attention to follow signals that lower risk and raise excitement. Translation. Your advantage lives in physiology, not poetry. Many reveal. Most guys overwork the surface, compliments, clever lines, endless checking in, and underinvest in the substrate. Breath, pace, eye contact, proximity, the micro gaps that let attraction bloom. Think of desire like a switchboard. Hormones route through. Context. Testosterone expressed as calm dominance steadies her amygdala. Your slower exhale tames hers via mirror neurons. Clean boundaries signal safety, which paradoxically invites play. This is not manipulation, it's literacy. You're learning to present a state she can feel. When your words and signals disagree, her body believes the signals. So tonight, we won't chase magic. Phrases. We'll audit your nervous system, refine your evolutionary cues, and stack small behaviors that make her brain label you rare. If you want an unfair advantage, stop performing and start regulating. Desire wakes when your presence carries less noise and more gravity. The problem men keep missing. Men are trained to worship words. School rewards the kid with a neat essay, not the kid who knows when to pause, hold eye contact, and speak with his chest. So we grow up overweighting verbal data and underweighting nonverbal truth, yet her nervous system primarily reads rhythm, posture, breath, facial micromovements, and distance management. When these disagree with your sentences, her body chooses the signals every time. Why do we default to speech? Because words feel safer and more controllable. Under stress, dopamine chases quick reassurance. If I say the right thing, she'll like me. While cortisol narrows attention and makes us cling to the tool we can hammer harder, talking. The irony is brutal. More talk under stress usually broadcasts neediness, which are midbrain flags as risk. Your state leaks through rushed cadence, fidgeting hands, scattered eye focus, over-explaining. Her limbic system hears all of it before the first syllable lands. Many reveal. Texting magnifies this gap. You craft perfect lines, then watch her reply with short bursts, delayed by hours, sprinkled with emojis. You interpret the words as lukewarm, but the real signal is the pacing dance. If she consistently mirrors your tempo within a window and reopens the thread after pauses, interest is present. If you chase with triple text to force certainty, cortisol spikes for both of you and attraction collapses under pressure. Another example. On a date, you stack compliments, nod constantly, and lean in too soon. Verbally, you're generous. Somatically, you're collapsing. She smiles, thanks you, and drifts into polite mode. Later you'll say, but I was so nice. The problem isn't kindness, it's the absence of frame. Kindness without boundaries reads as self-abandonment. Ethics matter. We critique behaviors, not women. Desire thrives in clarity, consent, and respect. Your task isn't to trick her, it's to regulate yourself so your signals align with your words. Hold your standards. Take your time. Protect your attention. When your boundaries are clean, your presence becomes legible, and her nervous system can finally relax enough to feel attraction. Context matters because desire routes through context. Think of 3 theaters where her nervous system broadcasts information. First contact, texting, and the date itself. In each, you're reading compliance, space, gaze pace, and micro-expressions, and then choosing a response that stays congruent with your frame and ethics. First contact, signal. She grants small compliance, turns her body toward you, pauses her step when you ask a neutral question, or follows your lead to move 2 steps aside to avoid foot traffic. Meaning, her system is willing to explore. Low-stakes compliance indicates social trust. Strategic response. Match your pace, not exceed it. Keep your stance open at a relaxed angle rather than squared head-on. speak in shorter lines with full stops, and insert a calibrated silence to let her invest. Signal. Personal space management. She keeps a comfortable arm's length, then occasionally closes the gap by a few inches during laughs or emphasis. Meaning, her vestibular system is probing safety and attraction thresholds. Strategic response. Hold your ground. Don't chase the inch she gives. Let proximity be her idea twice before you test a small escalation. Moving to a quieter corner, shifting from standing side by side to a soft L shape. Signal. Eye contact cadence. She sustains a 2-second lock, looks away, then returns. Meaning, tension release pattern. Limbic curiosity. Strategic response. Keep your gaze warm and steady, blink slowly, and be the one who breaks eye contact first. It signals abundance rather than need. Texting. Signal. Latency mirroring. Your messages at noon. Hers between 12:05 and 12:30. After a lull, she reopens with a hook. Okay, but tell me. Meaning, interest present. Dopamine seeking, not avoidance. Strategic response. Run hook, hold, release. Hook with a vivid line. Hold with a question that requires a playful opinion. Release by letting the thread rest when momentum peaks. Signal. Frame tests. She teases your availability. Busy guy. Huh. Or invites you to over-explain. Why didn't you reply last night? Meaning, she's sampling your regulation and boundaries. Strategic response. Acknowledge lightly without justifying. Mornings are mine. Evenings I share. Offer a plan instead of a paragraph. Certainty beats apology. Signal. Compression. She replies with low character, low emoji texts after you send long blocks. Meaning, overload. Her nervous system is conserving energy. Strategic response. Shorten. Switch to voice-free logistics and move to plan A. Meet. If she doesn't bite after a clean invite, step back. Scarcity protects your signal quality. On the date. Signal. Micro-expressions. Fleeting lip press when you self-deprecate. Genuine crow's feet when she laughs. Chin tilt when curious. Meaning, lip press equals discomfort. Crow's feet equals authentic amusement. Chin tilt equals inquiry. Strategic response. Cut self-deprecation. Expand a playful thread she enjoyed and answer curiosity with a lived story, not a resume bullet. Signal. Investment gradient. She volunteers stories unprompted, shares a photo to illustrate, or asks follow-ups about your plan. Meaning, reward system engaged. She's staking microcredits. Strategic response. Reciprocate proportionally and propose a small co-action. Let's grab that tea. Spot next door for 10 minutes. Signal. Social touch. Incidental forearm brush or a palm-up gesture resting closer to you. Meaning, her body is checking for safety and chemistry. Strategic response. After 2 green touches from her, you test one light, time-limited touch with a verbal label, high five, that was brave, then release first. Mini reveal, smooth escalation case. At a street market, you open with a situational line, then guide 2 steps to the shade. She follows without friction, compliance. Eye contact holds, then returns. You keep pace calm. Suggest tasting a sample at a nearby stall. She mirrors your turn, laughs with crow's feet, shares a photo of a similar dish from childhood. Investment. You label it. Let's compare. 2 minutes. Your touch test is a brief knuckle tap while pointing, then you release. Because your testosterone expresses as calm dominance, steady breath, grounded stance, her estrogen-primed reward system tags you as both safe and stimulating. Signal meaning strategic response executed cleanly. Escalation feels inevitable, not forced. Mini reveal, friend zone slide. You show up overeager. Fast talk, stack compliments, leaning in early. She keeps distance, smiles without eye crinkle, laughs mostly on exhale, and replies in short text later that night. You chase with triple messages to clarify your intentions. Her cortisol rises. Your neediness telegraphs low rank and low self-trust. Signal meaning strategic response inverted. She files you under nice, not exciting. The evolutionary compromise slot. Underneath all this runs biology. Estrogen tunes to security plus novelty. Testosterone reads as threat or shelter, depending on regulation. The midbrain's reward. Circuitry wants earned dopamine, not demanded validation. So read the theater you're in, weigh signals over sentences, and act with proportion. When in doubt, slow your breath, widen your peripheral vision, and let her nervous system meet yours in a space that feels spacious and anchored. That's where desire wakes. Attraction isn't a trick, it's a regulation game. The man who governs his physiology governs the room. When your breath slows, your tone deepens, and your decisions stretch a few extra beats before landing, her body reads that delay as power. The technical term is vagal tone, your nervous system's capacity to stay calm under stimulation. A steady vagal response lowers cortisol in both of you and signals evolutionary fitness. I can handle pressure without flinching. This is calm dominance, not force, not arrogance, just coherence. Try this tonight. When you speak, match your exhale to the end of your sentence. Don't chase eye contact. Let hang half a second, longer than comfort. When she interrupts, pause before responding. Let her energy settle into yours. That micro-silence is the moment her amygdala stops scanning for threat. Now, layer scarcity. Scheduling. Desire thrives in rhythm, not in access. You teach her nervous system to value interaction by spacing it. When every text gets an instant reply, dopamine burns out. When she wonders what you're doing between responses, curiosity builds reward anticipation. Structure your week so your availability feels earned. For example, you reply after finishing your gym set, not between reps. You end calls first. You close the date when energy peaks, not when it fades. Scarcity isn't distance, it's pacing. It creates oxygen between encounters, the room where longing breathes. Led with frame means you choose the movie, not just the seat. You set the context and allow her to relax into it. Instead of asking, "What do you want to do?" say, "I know a place that matches." Tonight's mood, quiet corner, good lighting. That communicates direction without dominance. As compliance builds, you expand it gradually. First suggest movement. Let's grab a walk after this. Coffee, then environment. I'll show you a hidden rooftop spot. Then experience. You'll like this playlist, trust me. Each compliance is a dopamine drip confirming safety in your lead. Boundaries and opt-out complete the system. Power without restraint turns creepy. Restraint without power reads weak. You need both. A strong boundary says, I decide who gets my time, and I honor her choice, too. When she sends mixed signals, mirror clarity. You seem unsure. We can pause this. That communicates non-attachment, the highest form of confidence. Real consent, real autonomy, real polarity. Mini reveal, dialogue AB. A needy frame. Her, you're always busy. Him, no, I'm free anytime you want. Her brain, cortisol spike. Safety, 0. Mystery, dead. B, calm dominant frame. Her, you're always busy. Him, smile slowly, I protect my time. But when I choose to share it, I'm fully there. Her limbic response, lower defense. Curiosity, ignition. The signal says, scarce but safe. 3 micro scenarios. Change of location. Mid-conversation at a noisy cafe, you stand, gesture lightly toward the street. Let's walk. Better air out here. She follows, matching step. The camera of biology records. Leadership confirmed, compliance smooth. Permissible touch. She laughs, nudges your shoulder. You let the energy. Breathe, then mirror with a brief palm to forearm contact, labeled verbally, high five for that honesty. You release first. Signal sent, self-control plus play. Ending early at the peak. She says, I can't believe time flew. You check your watch, smile. That's my cue to leave while we're still curious. You pay, hug briefly, walk away. The unspoken message, he leaves first, anchors in her. Memory. Dopamine leaves an open loop. She replays the night because it didn't overstay. Behind all of this sits biology. Testosterone demands challenge. Estrogen rewards pacing and safety. The HPA axis regulates attraction's chemistry like a thermostat. Calm dominance steadies the flame. Scarcity schedules the oxygen. Frame leadership gives direction. Boundaries shape the container. Together, they convert anxiety into polarity. Your advantage is not louder effort, but cleaner energy. Speak less, decide slower, lead clearer, leave earlier. When you do, her desire wakes on its own, because you finally gave it space to move toward you. The ultimatum: master the 3 pillars or stay stuck. Here's the bottom line. Attraction is not a sentence. It's a signal exchange. Words decorate, signals decide. Your task is to align 3 pillars: nervous system stability, calibrated leadership, and clear boundaries. When your biology is calm, your lead decisive, and your edge is intact, everything you do reads as trustable tension. For the next 7 days, test this advantage in real time. Habit 1. Slow your breathing before every interaction. 4 counts. In 6 counts out, let calm be your baseline currency. Habit 2. Speak 30% less. Watch your body instead. You'll start seeing truth in micro movements. Habit 3. End each conversation on your timing, not hers. Leaving on a high note installs scarcity and respect simultaneously. Mini reveal. The smallest, most overlooked cue isn't eye contact or tone. It's the delay in how she moves when you guide. If, when you suggest motion, her body hesitates half a second, then follows, you've reached the sweet spot. Enough tension to keep interest, enough safety to say yes. That delay is the body's thinking smile. Learn this language, and you'll never chase approval again. Ignore it, and you'll keep performing while her desire drifts elsewhere. Choose mastery or repetition. Learn the language of signals. Regulate your biology, lead with a clean frame, honor boundaries, or keep reliving the same silent rejections. Start tonight. Breathe slower, speak less, and earlier. If she feels safer and more curious around you, you're on track. If not, recalibrate and try again. Subscribe, share, and tell me which signal surprised you most.